My name is Frank Evans. Believe it or not, 38 years ago, that's almost 4 decades, I was running for Sharon City Council and I won. And I served 1 term. And this is retail politics at its best. About 6 or 8 years ago, I can't remember exactly, my firm was paid over $100,000 to do an early intervention study for the city of Sharon. The state paid us, and the early intervention was to intervene before Sharon goes bankrupt. And so we did a study, and we got in the study experts from the Pennsylvania Economy League and experts on police administration and on fire administration. And we made recommendations to the city on what they should do. For the most part, none of those recommendations were recognized. None were executed. Why? Mainly because people on city council didn't have the nerve to make the changes that were needed in the city of Sharon. So your taxes at the state level primarily wasted $100,000 on recommendations that were very clear. Had people of Ed Palanski's caliber been there, those changes would have been made. But they weren't. I know that this affected people. I know a lot of policemen in Sharon. We weren't suggesting cut a lot of jobs, but we were suggesting that the city has to make logical changes. And people on city council simply lack the political will to make the changes that were necessary. But that's why this stuff matters. And this leadership to step up, and would he talk about his opponents? Yes, because all he wants to do is do what's right for our community. And that's what we need. This is leadership. It's very unusual leadership. So I applaud Ed. I encourage Molly. This is what's necessary to bring our company, our community forward. And I hope all of you talk to other people. Tell them about what these people bring. It's not about party. It has zero to do about party. It has to do about, are you going to deal with the issues that exist in our community and bring our community forward? So thank you for a couple of minutes.
Ed and the members of the Home Rule Committee, the people who took us from point A to point B, where point A was not where we wanted to be, and point B is we're getting there. These are the reasons that people like Frank Evans and myself, when we move within Sharon. We could purchase anywhere we want. I'm selling my interest in the house on Highland Road. I'm moving to Sharon. I'm moving from Sharon to Sharon. And I'm staying here because Sharon is a place that's worth being and worth fighting for. And it's people like Ed Palanski and Molly Brundrett. Those are the people who are going to help us keep fighting. So thank you.
I'm going to just wrap this up. Just some organizational things I want to address. Bob Wilson, I'm part of the Sharing Moving Forward Committee. David George is also on that committee. John Evans is on that committee. David Wood, who's not here tonight, and Wim McConnell is also on that committee. But there's a lot more people involved on that. It's just about creating awareness. And we take things for granted. We think people know what's going on in the city, even though they live here and get the Herald, but they really don't, they're busy with their own lives and raising their children or taking care of their elderly parents. So it's up to the people here that are informed, that know what these folks like Ed Palanski are doing, making a difference. It's up to us to educate those people and use our influence. That's the best thing we can do, is reach out to everybody you know, because we cannot take the progress we've made for granted. It can go back to the type of individuals that are more self-serving and looking out for, in their mind, are good interests, but in the broader spectrum, they really aren't in the better interests of the community. So it's definitely a grassroots thing. Ed keeps saying he only won by 7 votes last time, and 4 of those people are dead.
20 of them.